All right, good morning. It's been some time. It's good to be back. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. After a nice little Christmas holiday break, I'm back. See if we can get some green today. All right, so current overnight high, NASDAQ pushing. Pivot point up at 704. Friday's high is all the way up at 805. It's going to be a day of patience. I played oil and gold last night on the Venezuela news and walked out in some green on some accounts and see how it goes today. As far as news is concerned, let's take a look at the news. We do have news at 8 a.m. my time, so that's 10 a.m. New York. So 10 a.m. news. Red folder event for manufacturing PMI. All right, it's good to be back. Good morning to everyone. Let's try to get some green here. So NASDAQ pushing on Venezuelan news. Been pretty much pushing all night. Gold also pushed up, although it did take a pullback this morning. I haven't looked at crude. Let me take a look at crude real quick on. Okay, crude also pushing up. So a little reaction there to the Venezuela news. Nothing too crazy yet. Let's see what the New York Open, Wall Street's response to Venezuela news. Pavan, what's up, buddy? Yeah, new gold 44.30. I played gold last night. I already closed that. That was a nice little move there on Goldilocks. But everything's been pushing up. Gold, crude, NQ. So let's see what this open's going to do. I would think we're going to push down a little bit and potentially push right back up. Push above some of these levels. We got a pivot point at 704. But it's good to be back. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Little extended vacation, but I'm back. Happy New Year. All right, so I'm thinking a little pullback here. Question is how steep and potentially continuation to the upside. Mr. Partha G07, good morning, sir. We got 6 minutes for the casino to open. I would think we're going to get some type of pullback here first. And then continuation if we're really going to push up on Venezuela news. The last night's Globex Open has been pushing up. Let's see. Let's see what happens. P for patience. We're currently at the overnight high. Got a pivot point up at 704. We got Friday's close around 805. Another pivot point down at 484. Friday's low is 443. And we're gapping up. Friday's close is all the way down at 395. And the current overnight low, based on Globex open, is down at 408. So let's see. We're gapping up. Gaps love to be filled. Let's see if we take a pullback on this or continuation to the upside. NASDAQ pushing. Goldilocks is in a holding pattern. Pavan reached his target on QQQ. Nicely done, sir. All right, we do have 10 a.m. manufacturing PMI news. So, be for patience. Casino opens in 3 minutes. We got 10 a.m. PMI news. Let's see what happens. Let's bring in some of these options levels real quick. Trader One, yes sir, I'm back. Happy New Year. Took a extended little holiday vacation, but I'm back. All right, let's get ready. Casino opens in 2 minutes. All right. We do have a gamma wall up at that pivot point, so potential push up there, and then the pullback or a pullback to these levels. Let's see which way it goes. I would think we're going to pull back first, test that lower 500s first if we're going to continue, but this could be Venezuela news. Just rally to the moon. Oh, they're pushing, huh? All right, 45 seconds. All right, we should see a little bit of resistance here. They're coming to a critical level. Prior pivot point. Casino opens in 10 seconds. Let's go. Are we going to get the pullback first? Yes, sir. Casino's now open. Oh, right on up. $49 points so far. First 1 minute candle close. They're pushing up. And right back down. Nico, what's up, brother? Yeah, it's good to be back. Happy New Year, brother. All right, they're continuing to push. We'll try a long here. And, ooh, that was a nasty pullback. 30 points trapping me up there. All right, coming down. All right, I'm out there for now. Got a little bit of green there on that push up. Let's see what it does. Looks like it wants further downside, so I'm going to wait now. We got news at 10 a.m. Freddie, what's up, brother? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Freddie, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Guess what I got for you, Freddie? I was thinking about you this morning. I was like, I'm coming back, and Freddie is going to be excited because house account is still alive. I think you made that $2,000 on that funded account. So house account is available. Currently up about $2,600 on a funded account. So let's go. Happy New Year. All right, let's get back to this. See what NQ wants to do. Looks like it wants further pullback here. All right, so if we are going to take a stronger pullback on this, the gap fill, in other words, Friday's close is all the way down to 443. I'm sorry, that's previous day low. Friday's close is all the way down in the 400 area, 395. The overnight low, or just where about the Globex opened last night, 408. So we got room for downside if this is really going to push down now. Just broke that structure. Whoa. All right, coming down hard. That's 122.15-minute range right now.
take a look at gold. Gold is hovering around 44.30. I'm watching gold here on the sidelines. Still nothing on Goldilocks. All right, so let's see if they come up here and test the 9 and the 20 SMA on the 5-minute and come back down, then they're starting to build a descending channel. Otherwise, they could break that. But they just tested it and got rejected. So potentially looking at something like this for now. You guys can't hear me? You guys should be able to hear me. Oh, it's scratching. Okay.
Hold on. Test, test. All right. How about now? All right, cool. All right, so looks like we are looking at this descending channel forming. Came up to that 20 SMA, got rejected. I'm still going to wait a little longer and just try to get some direction on this. I already played the rubber band on the open, walked out with a little bit of green, and now let's see if we can find the next trade. Turning Ponic, good morning. We do have news at 10 a.m. Structure, Mr. Structure, what's going on, man? Happy New Year. Good to see you. All right, so we took a pullback. We're trying to build a little descending channel. I'm watching for the break either to the upside, or if they're really going to play that channel, they'll flush it right down to around 540. All right, they're pushing that. All right, Mr. Structure changing his username. Good to see you, brother. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. It's good to be back. All right, so we're waiting to see what happens here around 560. Are they going to use this as a base and potentially pull out of that descending channel, or are they going to flush right back down to around that 540, 535 area? Nico took his trade this morning on UK time. Yeah, I took some trades last night on the Globex Open. I played crude and I played gold. I got some nice green on most of my accounts, so I'm trading a few. But nicely done, Nico. Oh, Mr. Structure, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I wish you a quick and healthy recovery, my friend. All right, so they're still struggling at this 9 EMA. And did my Quant Tower just freeze? Yep. Quant Tower just froze. My Apex connection. I'm glad I wasn't in a trade. All right, let's see what happens to my connection here. It's connecting. Here we go. All right, there was the break. They're playing that channel that I've identified already. So we're looking at 530, 520 push. All right, Mr. Structure wants to do Preddy wants to do two shorts, 5-point stop loss. All right, stopped out. Stopped out on the house account. All right, let's go back to mine. All right, so we're watching this right there. I'm going to try now a short at the top. Let's see if they pushed above the 9. Yeah, they pushed above the 9, so no shorts there now. Oh, you wanted Goldilocks. Okay, hold on. You gotta. Sorry, I was watching NQ. All right, so you want 2 minis short. Sorry about that. Ready? 2 minis shorts and 440 stop. Here we go. All right, so we're watching the Goldilocks. Ooh, NQ pumping. NQ trying to come back down. Not quite. All right, stopped out on gold. NQ also pushing up. NQ is chopping. All right, let's take a look at NQ now. NQ rallying. That was a 540, 120 point bounce. I'm leaving NQ alone for now. Although that looks like it's pushing. let's see what it does. Are they going to bring it right back down? Dead cat bounce or continuation? Let's take a look at gold. Ooh, NQ coming down hard. NQ flushing. NQ coming to test the moving averages. You got 200 SMA down here. Will this be the bounce area? Are they going to hold this 600 area or are they going to flush it? Looks like 600 holding for now. Potential bounce area right there. Bounced it right back up. Ooh, they're coming down. They want some down. Touched the 200 SMA and bounced it so far. All right, I'm going to close my short here. It's about 1,100 bucks. Got a little bit of drawdown up here. Closed it there at the 200 SMA. So we're up about 1,100 bucks on 2 trades now. Taryn, yes, sir. I will check my my Discord message after the stream. 100%. Happy New Year. All right. So far, what did I have? 2 trades. Shorted the 20 SMA here. Got a little bit of drawdown. Closed right below the 200 SMA on this one. Same idea here. Shorted at the 20. So let's see what we get. We got news in 10 minutes. Just chop, no continuation just yet. So what are we looking for? 50-minute opening range. High is at 673. The low is at 540. Freddie wants to do one mini short gold testing that high. All right, here we go. So we got one mini short. Stop loss 6 points. So you are at 78, 84. Ugh. 6 points would be 84. You would have gotten stopped out there, but let's set it now. Market's choppy. Wow, even gold is moving. Oh, wait a minute. This is NQ, sorry. Let's go to Goldilocks. All right, so you want one mini. You still want it? It's pushing. Oh, wait a minute. Let's close this. Hold on. Let's get some green out of this and get out of this trade. Whoops. Hold on. Come on, push right above that 90 MA. There we go. I'll close it right there for some green. And now Goldilocks. All right. You still want to do that short? All right, hold on. 6-point short. 54. No, 53. There you go. NQ. Jesus Christ. NQ is on homeless candles mode. Careful with those homeless candles. That was a 1 minute, 575, 50-point 1 minute candle. It's chopping, man. NQ is on homeless candle mode. I think I'm going to call it there with my trades. We'll watch Goldilocks. So far, NQ playing the nasty range here. And we'll watch house account short, courtesy of Mr. Freddy. Yeah, Goldilocks might be getting into a freight train mode. Gold has to reject here for the shorts. Otherwise, the freight train is going to take off to the upside. Goldilocks taking off. Yeah, Goldilocks, I'm assuming crude oil is also going up. Yep. Goldilocks and crude, because of Venezuela news, they're going to be pushing up. I took a trade on crude oil last night. Got some nice green. Crude oil, CLG 6. I'm assuming crude is also pushing. Yep. All right, let's go back to NQ. My charts. NQ is still in the box. We got news in 5 minutes. Although I've already taken 2 trades and nicely into green. Freddie, Venezuela, yeah, last night, I don't know if you watched the Globex Open, crude and oil just took off. All right, NQ stuck in a little box there. You know what? I'm not going to copy trade any more accounts. Only going to trade one account now. I'm nicely in the green. So I'll trade one account if I take another trade. If we start breaking below 545, may consider a short for that break of structure down here, but it's choppy. May just call it a day. All right, let's take a look at gold. What is Goldilocks doing? Goldilocks is on a freight train mode. That's don't short that right now. Goldilocks is about to take off. All right, NQ stuck in the range there between 550 and 630. Not much going on. Oh, pretty. Looks like gold actually just stopped you out and now taking the pullback. Gold is moving, huh? I don't usually see gold moving during the open like this. Crude is just pushing all night after the Globex open. Now at 58 for crude. Goldilocks holding there. Let's take a look at NQ. NQ still in the box. All right, news in 1 minute. 1 minute for the news. We got PMI in 30 seconds. It's a red folder event. Goldilocks bouncing right at those moving averages. And NQ is on a holding pattern. All right. 10 seconds for the news. Red folder. Let's see what happens. All right. Gold pushed up on news. NQ to hit the top of that. Top of the range. Taking a pullback for now. Alexa, stop. And we now have the first 30-minute candle. Let's open up the 30-minute range now. That's the range, the top of this neon green line in the bottom. That's your first 30-minute candle range. Ooh, gold just took off. All right, so you want to take a long on NQ. 20-point stop loss, 1 mini. So that would be 577. Oh. All right, NQ chopping. House count stopped out there for 20 points. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens at the break of this structure. I'll wait to short if we break 554. I'm thinking NQ is a short. Let's watch. And right back up. NQ's chopping, man. That's a nasty chop range. I'm not messing with that range. We'll see when it breaks, either to the downside or to the upside. Freddie, yeah, man, it's a little unlucky today. It's a nasty chop. All right, let's see if they break out. If they break out above, what is it, 660, 626 area. So the current overnight high is this candle right here. Look at those 5-minute candles, man. Those are barcoding. Yeah, I'm staying out. I'm taking my green and walking out. Look at the 5-minute. This is when you walk away from NQ. Look at the 5-minute candles. Barcoding. That's your sign. Stay the hell out. All right, so Freddie wants 5 micros long. Oh, hold on, because I may be late. I don't have micros set up. Hold on, Freddie. MNQ H6. Let me know if you still want that long. All right. So we're going to go long at the house account. You're long in the top of the range, so hopefully there's a breakout for you. And long stop loss under that low, so you want stop loss right here. As long as they break out, you're good. If they play the range, and they'll come back and swipe you. They got to break out here, otherwise they're just going to play this chop range. There you go. There you got your break. Come on, continue. At the lower big wick. All right, right there. Oops. Does that look right, Freddie? Yeah, 5 micros is half a mini, correct. All right, so they broke out of the range. Are they going to continue or trap? Yeah, that was some nasty chop there for about half an hour. Nico, 5-minute upside trend committed without a proper correction. Yeah, they need to break out. In other words, they broke out of the range that we were looking at, but they need to follow through. Let's take a look at this chart right here. So we've broken out, but it doesn't mean we'll come back and test and potentially flush right back in. So let's watch. That's what I was worried about, the flush right back in. So they're testing the top of the range now. If they hold, then it's a breakout. If not, that could be a nasty trap and flush all the way right back down. Oh, man, they pulled the trap. Now, it's also a nasty range, so let's see. Got to be a little patient. You got to be able to take drawdown with this price action. There we go. Just very choppy. Come on, bounce it. So if we look at my chart, We came back into the range. This is the make or break. They got to hold the bounce, the breakout area, and continue on up. Otherwise, we could see a flush right back down to the bottom of that range. Come on, NQ. Push. There you go. So house cow taking a little bit of red today. Just nasty price action. All right, you need that candle. Push it. Push it. Big boner candle right there. Big boner candle. Let's go. There you go. No. Just no continuation, man. Some wild swings, man. All right, we need the boner candle. Let's go, Preddy. Push it. Push it. There you go. There it is. There it is. Push it. Pop out. There he goes. If that candle holds, don't wick it. I was going to say, you probably want to add here, so let's try there. I agree. It could turn on you, but so far, breaking structure, follow it. All right, there you go. Five micros again. All right. All right, testing the 20 there. Testing the moving average. Good rejection there for a potential continuation to the upside. What we got to look for is no break below that 20. Otherwise, it's a nasty trap. Come on, bounce it. Could still be a trap, Nico. I agree. If they break below that 20, we're back at the breakout area. If we take a look at my chart, we're back here at the breakout area. This has to hold, otherwise, nasty trap and a flush to the downside. But let's be optimistic. Let's hope it's a bounce. Just testing the breakout area, and the breakout area holds, and to the moon. All right, boner candle right there. Push up. It needs to push above these little wicks up here. Let's go. Oh, struggling. Come on. Ooh, crappy. All right, they're holding it. They're holding it. They're holding those moving averages. They're holding at the 9 EMA right there, that blue line. Ooh, they flushed it again. Ugh. So again, we're testing that breakout area. Breakout area needs to hold for continuation to the upside. Otherwise, potential trap and back in. But let's house account isn't a long. Let's hope we can get that push up. We need the 9 EMA, these moving averages to hold, especially this breakout area, the top of the range that we were looking at earlier, for continuation to the upside. Freddie, 615 stop loss. All right. Yeah, if the 20 SMA doesn't hold, then we're in trouble on that long. But they're holding they're holding the 9. The 9 has been providing support. So as long as they can they need one big boner candle to push above these wicks right here. There it is. There it is. We need that candle. Come on. Come on. Don't trap everybody. This is it. Make or break. Make or break for NQ. Oh. Oh, no. Trap. That's not a good wick. All right, they're testing the 9. As long as that 9 EMA holds. Come on. Any move below this wick, we're done on the longs. It's looking good, just choppy. Looking good for that break, or continuation of the break. There it is, there it is. Boom. I think right now we're going to get that boner candle. There it is. Oh, rejected. Oh. Plane is dirty. They broke the high, but they flushed it. Ah. All right, so they do have a wall of China right here at 625. They've been holding 625 on 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks. If they break it, come on, you got to hold that. Look at that nasty price action, dude. Nico, call it. Go ahead, bro. Community count right now is in a long on NQ, so anything else, you're good to go, Nico. Those candles on NQ today are nasty. All right, here we go. Here we go. If they flush this down, okay. All right, we're watching the community count right now, guys. This is a long on NQ with some nasty price action. But we're looking for the break above 660 and obviously this high right here at 672. Those are some nasty candles. Oh, they're going to bring it back down again. They're playing that chop zone. So here's the problem with NQ right now. This right here. All right, they're breaking out. Second range of the day. We had the initial range down here. That was a nasty 5-minute range. Okay, now we entered this one. All right, here we go. All right, pivot point. What do we have as far as resistance? If they do break out, next pivot point is at 704. We got the 30-minute, the top of the 30-minute range at 673, 704. So they could make this move right up to that pivot point. All right, but we're back watching the community account. Struggling, man. Just can't break out cleanly today. There it is. Oh. Come on, boner candle right there. Pop out, pop out, pop out. There it is. Pop out. Boom. Oh, this price action. They pop it here. Stop loss to break even. I like that idea. Right above the 20 SMA. It's just nasty price action today. If you look at the original breakout area here, we broke out, we tested it, but it's been a slow grind up and choppy grind up. All right, back to the house account, courtesy of Mr. Preddy today. All right, so you want to add 5 micros here at the top of the box. All right, holding the breakout area. That 9 EMA has been holding so far on the push up. There we go. There we go. Breakout. Boom. Don't pull it back now. And they pulled it back. Come on, just break out clean, man. Just can't break out clean. All right. Flushing the 9, testing that 20. And tested the 20, and it's about to break that 20. Oh, and done. All right, stopped out there. All right, so let's go back to my charts. The house account taking some little bit of a red today. Been some nasty price action. So let's take a look at my chart real quick. This is the initial range. We broke out. We're testing the 20 SMA right now. We seem to be in an ascending channel. See if we get a stronger pullback on this, or if that's just the pullback for the long now. Well, looks like that was the pullback for the long. But either way, it's a nasty price action. I'm calling it here for my trades. I walked it in the green during the open, but it's been too choppy. You got to absorb drawdown to finally get the move you want. We are in this ascending pattern. It's just been using the low of the 9 and the 20 SMA as your support on each pullback. But so far, they've held the bottom of that channel. So far. All right, this is the first 30-minute candle. We're about to get that first break of the 30-minute. That's Peter Chan's move, 672. Potential break for a couple points there, maybe to the top of that. So I do think we're moving up. It's just a grind up, and it's a choppy grind up. These candles are 20, 30 points each on the test of the bottom of that channel. All right, 20 SMA being tested. If they break that, then game over. They're going back to this original range and short-term play again. That's a nasty red candle right there. 30 points. They don't bounce that. Tricky price action today. I'm staying out. Although the channel does seem to play out probably a day for micros. They are pushing. They are in that ascending channel. Just too much drawdown with minis. Community account. All right, so you want a long when the current 5-minute candle closes. How many minis or how many micros, Nico? Nico, how many minis or how many micros do you want to take on that long? 5 micros. Got it. All right, you let me know when you want to go in. So you're waiting for this close of the 5 minute. That's in what? 2 minutes? All right, there goes the push up. Next 5 minute candle closes in about a minute 40 seconds. There's that break of that 30-minute candle. That's Peter Chan's move. If he's playing it today, he just made some money there on that break. Yeah, Nico, you'll have to tell me. I thought you said wait for the close of the 5 minutes. So, and tomorrow I'll have the Discord back up. That way we can talk in real time. I just didn't get a chance to set it up today. All right, so they are. If it comes back to the top of the 5 minute close, go long. All right, so 5 minute close is in 45 seconds. Let's take a look at the 5 minute, see if I can understand what you're saying here. There we go. All right. This is the 5 minute chart. Here we go. Viv my honey, what's up? Nico, just let me know if you want to take that long, and I'll enter. All right. Let's take a look at the house account. All right, that's the next 30-minute close. Alexa, stop. So now we're at 10:30. All right, we're taking a long on the house account and stop below the prior 5 minute bar low. All right, so your stop is down here. Right there. This is the 5 minute chart. Yep. All right, so house account taking a long on the breakout with a stop on the low of this prior 5 minute candle, and we are looking at the 5 minute right now. All right. Nico, not a AAA setup. I agree, man. Today, I don't know if there is such thing as a AAA setup today with this price action. Choppy as hell. All right, let's see if NQ can behave here finally and give a clean breakout to the upside. So far, it's been some nasty chop, but maybe this is finally the play. Freddie wants 1 mini long on gold. I'm assuming you want 5 point, 6 point stop. All right, 6 point stop. Let's go back to MNQ. And we're leaving that stop alone. Freddie wants a 5-point stop. So that would be 15. And we're watching NQ's break. So going back to my charts, NQ still playing that channel. We've been testing the bottom and slowly grinding up in a chop, nasty price action. But bullish since the initial flush during the open, playing that ascending channel. All right, NQ looking like finally taking off. Now, the only thing to watch now is what happens at the pivot point, 700, which would be the top of this channel. Do we get resistance there, strong resistance, or push right above that pivot point like it's nothing? That's the breakout. They can go push above that pivot point pretty quickly. Nico, yeah, I agree. I mean, at this point, they got some continuation, so they may just push above that pivot point and keep pushing. All right, how is Goldilocks doing? Goldilocks. Ooh, Goldilocks could be in a descending channel here. Actually, and let's take a look at NQ. Is NQ pushing? NQ is pushing. Where's our NQ trade? Here we go. You want to take profit at the 4-hour. Let's see where the 4-hour is. Oh, I don't think, does this have a custom time yet? So you're looking for profit at the wick or the top of this candle in the 4-hour? Topish. All right. So something like this. Does that look right for you? Right around that 760 area? Sounds good. All right. Let's get back to the 5-minute here. And let's go back to Goldilocks. Goldilocks playing that channel, unfortunately, and probably testing the bottom for now. Yep. All right, so Goldilocks is in a descending channel right after that push up and now potentially flushing out. Let's go back to MNQ. Nico, yeah, I'm not touching it. I'll leave it alone for you. Righty, yeah, today it's just chop, man. Chopping in and out of channels today. Even on Goldilocks. I caught that channel a little too late when I realized where you were. It's just nasty price action. Look at it. Pushed up. Where's the open? Where's 630? Sorry, 730. They pushed up 28. They pushed up 40 points. Brought it back down to 40. So they brought it back 20 points. Now potentially back up. Could be a little bull flag here if they actually break out. Bulenox is nasty today. NQ, no different. NQ chopping. We go back to my accounts. I'm locking it in for my trades. Just nasty price action. This was the original range we talked about. We broke out, but it's been a choppy breakout to the opposite. It's one of those days. Find direction and size down. All right, NQ coming back down. Jeez. Some nasty price action today. So NQ broke out of that ascending channel. Coming to the middle of this regression channel. That's automatic. Opportunity awaits. Happy New Year, brother. Good to see you. All right, this middle of this channel could be the bounce area right there for NQ. Maybe let's adjust the channel now that we got more data. There you go. Long gold. All right, let's take a look at what you got here. Goldilocks. So you want a gold long 5-point stop loss. So that would be right here is your stop. Right below the channel. Okay. All right, house count in a long on Goldilocks. Hopefully that descending channel fades out. And then we have a long on MNQ. Come on, gold. Gold needs to come to the top of this channel and break out on the bull flag. If that's even still a bull flag. It was a significant pullback, though. I don't know if that could be a bull flag anymore, but we'll see. The market, everything is doing what it wants, not respecting any patterns here. All right, NQ taking its time. Broke out, came back, broke out, came back. I don't know. Nasty price action. We look at my chart. Oh, we are looking at my chart. All right, let's take a look at the chat account. This is the MNQ trade. Just doesn't want to pop. And let's take a look for gold. All right, gold, here we go. This is the make or break, top of the channel. They need to push out. Push out and play it as a bull flag. Break out of that channel. Come on. Let's go, Goldilocks. House account needs some green. Breakout, breakout. There you go. Come on. All right, NQ is doing some dirty here. NQ is still at the bottom of this original channel. They need to hold this and come back up. Let's go back to gold on the house account. Here we go, gold breaking out of that descending channel. That's what we needed, playing that blue flag. And Nico, yeah, it's turning around on you here. NQ just being NQ today. Might stop you out there anyways. Coming for that 20 SMA. I'm gonna stop out, yep. There you go. As long as that 20 provides support, they could finally do the push up. Just some wild swings on NQ today. All right, let's go back to that Goldilocks trade. All right, Goldilocks breaking out of the descending channel or that bull flag. All right, NQ trying to push. So NQ is trying to push above these moving averages right around the 9. The 9 became resistance after this flush right here. They've touched the 9, pushed down, touched the 9, pushed down, and right here, we're right there, make or break. The 9 continues to be resistance, or they finally push up. For now, that blue line is resistance. Goldilocks looking good. Just needs to continue to push out of that descending channel. There you go. NQ also now moving up. There we go. There we go. Ooh, Freddie wants go aggressive. Let's do one, Freddie. One. Freddie. Although I agree the freight machine is going. One. When gold turns around, man, it's cry mode. All right, MNQ, how we doing on MNQ? Trying to push up. Goldilocks. All eyes on Goldilocks. We need Goldilocks to continue this breakout and not give us a fake out. Yeah, it's just volatility today with no continuation. So, Nico, let's take a look at your long. It's just a wild ascending channel. It's just testing the tops and bottoms of that over and over again. Just nasty price action on NQ. I still think it's pushing up. The problem is you got to deal with the drawdown, the swings of that ascending pattern. All right, Goldilocks, what do we got here? Ugh, the volatility, man. It's not giving clean moves up. Look at that. Now, the problem with gold, Preddy, is if it comes in back into that channel, it's coming back into that channel. If the moving average is the 20 and the 9 hold, then you're good. Otherwise, that thing is going to come back into that. All right, let's go back to MNQ. Slow pattern now on NQ. Gold is playing dirty. NQ is playing dirty. I'm locking it in. All right, let's go back to Goldilocks. All right, Goldilocks holding at that 20. We need Goldilocks to hold the break of the channel. If they come back in, it could get nasty, at least for this trade. Nico, hold NQ trade. Yeah, I'm watching NQ. I think NQ is just battling to get above those moving averages. Now it just pushed up above that. Slow grind up, choppy grind up. Gold just not behaving today. Gold needs to push here quickly. Gold just not behaving. All right, let's go back to MNQ. I'll watch gold here on the screen. MNQ trying. Gold just can't push up. There we go. I think gold is pushing now. There we go. Now. MNQ. All right. I think it's building it. It's just a slow choppy grind up that I don't want to be a part of on NQ, but I think eventually it will. All right, Goldilocks recovering, good. NQ pushing. All right, I think this is the breakout for NQ now. They did enough fooling around there. I think that's where it takes off. And Goldilocks, what do we got for Goldilocks? They tested the top of that channel. It bounced. That's good. Need continuation there. Freddie, 2 point above. Wait. 2 point above gold price to 1 mini. What do you mean? You want to add another mini? All right, MNQ pushing. Still can't get above. Gold. All right, here we go. Gold pushing. This is what we need. It's gold and NQ slowing down. There it is. Come on, gold. Keep pushing. So you want me to add a mini right now, Freddie? Just let me know quick. I know we're not. I'll have Discord tomorrow. But just let me know if you want me to add right now. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. You're in. You're in at 3. MNQ. MNQ still playing the bottom of that channel. It's still playing the channel, but it's just back and forth. Back and forth. Goldilocks taking off. Let's go. Let's go. Nice ad. NQ is playing this channel. Let me remove some of this right now. Let me just leave the regression channel for now. So playing the bottom wick at the bottom of this channel, and now potentially the move up. Still above the breakout area from the original range during the open. Let's go back to house account. Beryllium Jesse, what's up, brother? Happy New Year. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Nice little long holiday vacation. All right, house account in some green now on the gold trade, thanks to Preddy. Let's take a look at NQ on my charts. I'm locking it in, man. Took 2 trades on the open and leaving it alone with this price action. So potential move, we wicked right at the bottom of this 640 area and now pushing to what, around 685. This pivot point could be the clean push above that. So I'm done with trading, but let's see what the house account can do today. Freddie wants to hold on pivot point on Goldilocks. Hold on. What's the pivot point on Goldilocks? Next pivot point on Goldilocks is all the way up to 544. We are at a pivot point at R2 right now. probably why we're seeing some chop here. And NQ back down, huh? Wow. Just playing this channel. Goes up, down, tries to push above the middle of the channel, test it, back down. Just a choppy price action on gold and NQ today. Nico, I believe you're in the green right now, aren't you? Hold on. Let's take a look at the NQ trade on Nico's trade. Nico, you are currently 135 bucks in drawdown. Let's take a look at the Goldilocks trade. Goldilocks in with some size right now. With 3 minis, currently up 1,200. But gold has been pretty choppy today. Freddie, where do you want your stop loss? At my mouse? All right. It's a wide swing. All right, let's take a look at MNQ. Come on, MNQ. Push up. Gold is in break of structure mode, but it's taking its time. It's not quick. It definitely broke structure, but taking its time. All right, MNQ pushing, slowly but pushing. Let's take a look, Freddie. Hold on, because we got to avoid a blown account here. All right, I'll add it. I think I just missed it, though. Do you want me to still add it? Let me know if you still want me to add it. I think I missed it. All right, of course you want to add it. All right, you're in at 4. This is dangerous. This is, oh, NQ did the dirty today. Oh, man. NQ just made this range a little wider. All right, Goldilocks. All right, let's go. Ready. This is make or break. You gotta break out of this area for Goldilocks. Right there, that's your make or break area. NQ still taking its time. Come on, Goldilocks, continue. All Ooh, that's a tight stop loss though. Your break even area. All right, four. It's tight for this breakout. Hold on, but it is make or break, and that was a bad rejection, so I agree. But all right, so that's three, and then you need another three. All right. Freddie, I know you want the big win, but you are up 1,600. Taking all of that back could be drawdown lost. I would consider. Oof. Nico, yeah, the house account took some red today on some gold trades earlier, unfortunately. Nico, yeah, they've all been closed. The problem is they've been red trades. Stopped out, yeah. All right, Goldilocks, plain dirty. Now eyes are on NQ. And NQ finally give the break. All right, let me just make sure that gold trades are out. Gold is, all the trades on gold are done. Stopped out. Gold gave up. I don't think it gave up. It's playing the range, so I think it's just flushing to that 20. It's been playing the 20 SMA and holding, but it's just nasty price action. Yeah, the house account got unlucky today. Got some. I think Preddy tried a gold, an NQ trade. It's just been difficult to trade it today. Freddie, it happens. I could tell that you didn't want to give up. I've done that before too. You want to add just to recover the entire loss, and that puts us in a bad situation. But it's a good learning lesson. I think the learning lesson is if we're down 3,000 on the house account or in any trade, if you're down that much and you recovered half of it right here, take it. Take the green. You're at the top of the range. Unless there's a breakout, you could come back down. But hey, it happens. In the heat of the battle, we could all have rules, but in the heat of the battle, we all break them. But with that much size, it's probably one of those situations where, hey, take half of the recovery. You can always re-enter on the breakout. But hey, I've fallen victim to that. I see big red, and the first thing I want to do is recover it on the next trade. So, all right. Well, the good thing is we got stopped out. It would have been worse. Goldilocks. Oof. Goldilocks is a nasty price action. That's 10 points. 10 points. Wow. It's no joke right there. Meanwhile, NQ is just hanging out. All right, let's go back to my charts here. NQ just hanging out there. Uh-oh. Load up NQ. Nico, what do you want to do? You want to add? Nico wants to add 1 mini long, so that is what, 10 micros? We'll just do it with micros since we're on micros. So let's add 10 micros and let's pray for dear life. All right, and you want to stop at the bottom of that range. That's fine. There we go. Breakout. And let's add to this as well. All right, let's go. Been waiting for this move all day, all morning. Finally giving it to us. Gold just puked. Whew. Not touching gold, man. Gold is way too. Way too choppy on gold. All right, here we go. MNQ, come on, breakout. Is it finally going to give us the clean breakout? If they fail here again on NQ, forget it. It's just a nasty price action day. But looks like it's taking off. Let's go. Beryllium Jesse, yeah, the house account became a PA. Today it's taken some drawdown, but good progress there. All right, NQ pushing. All eyes on NQ, and gold just came down to test that pivot point again. And bouncing potentially. Gold is just nasty. Ugh. Tested the pivot point right there. That was what, 449 to the T, and bounced. Unbelievable. NQ taking off. Freddie, my friend, you got stopped out. Remember, your gold trade got closed. You got stopped out here. So you want to add... You want to enter with 1 mini? Okay. All right. 6 points on that. $445, $444. You want a 5-point or a 6-point stop? Five. All right. Let's go. MNQ. How are we doing on MNQ? All right. Trying to push above previous high. Nico, yeah, I agree. I mean, listen, it's the first time it became a funded account. I'll have to figure out some rules, maybe with you guys, with everybody. For now, the only rule is $1,300 loss max per trade. Yeah, this one's a funded account. Uh-oh, Preddy wants to add another mini. Well, I think I'm late to the party, though. Sorry, Preddy, I didn't read it. Let me know what you want to do. You want to add there? Okay. No? Oh, shoot. All right. All right, let's make a deal, though. Let's close at the top of the range. Grab a little bit of profit if we make it to the top. Or at least close one and leave a runner for the breakout, maybe. Because I'm afraid that we may lose more drawdown on this one. All right, MNQ. Where are we on MNQ? Ah, MNQ not behaving either. All right, hold NQ, no worries. Gold pushing. Let's switch over to gold. All right. So top of the range was your TP. Okay, Preddy. So you want to take profit up here? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Gold, man. What a chop mess. All right, gold testing those wicks up there. Let's see. Freddie, Ed. If we weren't in so much drawdown, I agree with you because now it's finally pushing up. But let's recover a little bit of it first. Stop loss break even. I don't think you want to take all the way back. All right, we'll leave it break even for now. All right, so we're coming to the top of this range. This is the area where it's been struggling. Let's see if they break out above that. Little doji candle there. Nasty price action. Trail the second last candle. The second last candle right here. I like that idea. Take a little bit of green in case they pull it back. Ooh, bastards. All right, close that trade. All right, good job taking some green there. And let's go. Yeah, gold is some nasty volatility. All right. MNQ. How are we doing over here? Gold is just dirty today. Gold is just playing that range, chopping it. NQ we're holding. We just need NQ to just continue, man. Ugh, look at that chop. Look at those 5-minute candles. Look at the 15-minute candles. If we take a look at the 15-minute on NQ, that is some nasty. All right, here's what MNQ coming back again into that range that we talked about earlier. All right, NQ. Going nowhere. It's been a tough day to trade today. All right, so NQ, going back to my charts, I'm like I said, I'm locking in and I'm done for the day. I'm not taking any more trades, especially after watching what's going on with gold and NQ. NQ continues to be in this ascending channel, right? We had the initial flush at the open. I took 2 shorts. But after that, after this initial chop or this range right here, we've been slowly grinding in this channel to the upside. It's just slow, choppy, and boring. But NQ is in a ascending channel. It's playing the range up and down throughout this move. That's why it's annoying in terms of the back and forth, but it's still in the channel. Goldilocks, on the other hand, has just been playing a nasty range, about 20-point range. Breaking hearts today. Freddie, you want a short gold? All right, let's do one 5-point stop. I like the stop because you're right above the breakout area. So if it breaks out, it's going to break out at this point. You're right in the middle of the range. It could go either way. I do agree that if it pushes above 59.60 area, it's a breakout. So I think your stop is good there. And NQ just slowly grinding up. Annoying as hell, but grinding up. All right, let's see if gold can give us the short. All right, so house account taking some red today. Back to my accounts. I'm slightly in the green, but not taking any more trades. I'm respecting the chop. I've given up. NQ in an ascending pattern, grinding, ascending, boring pattern, but it's moving up. House account on MNQ is in the green right now on its trade, but it's been slow grind up. All right, Goldilocks. Oh dear. Add 1 mini, okay. Nico, if the top breaks on 5 minute, let's take a look at the 5 minute here. Move stop to the low, second bar back. All right, so you want to short. You want to stop, really tight stop at that point. Second candle back, the low. So you want your stop right around here. So you're talking about this high or the previous candle high? You're talking about this high right here? Alrighty. All right, we'll be back tomorrow with Discord. That way I can hear you guys a little more in real time. I just didn't get a chance to set it up today, but Lebanese, welcome to the stream. All right, Goldilocks, I think, is playing out for Preddy. Gave him a hard time today. This gold not behaving today. Freddie, I'm going to do Asia tonight and the rest of the week. I'm going to do New York the rest of this week. Next week, though, my schedule for work has changed. So starting on the 12th, I probably won't do New York streaming. I'll only be doing the Asia session for streaming. What I may do is do I don't want to say that's London. Probably a very early pre-market stream, like around 7 a.m. Eastern. But Asia session will continue starting tonight and from here on at night. It's New York that I'm going to have to make some changes because of my work schedule. All right, what did gold do? Did gold not do the move? Come on. Gold is just chopping. Wow, we need a nice little flush down here. Kushal Learning, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Nico, I'm in marketing. All right, NQ pushing. I had the luxury of remote, Nico, for quite some time. But we've had some changes, and I'm gonna need to head into the office for a couple of weeks to hold the fort. All right, Goldilocks. I like it. I like it. You got some decisions here, Preddy. Is it the range and right back up, or are they breaking that range? Oh, Nico, that's right. You're telling me if we break the top, the stop moves to 67. All right. All right. Freddie, you got some decisions down there. Are they going to continue to play the range or break out? Or flush, rather. Okay, so your TP is down here. Oh, so you're waiting to flush. Okay. All right, never mind. Gold is at the pivot point right now. It's been testing this pivot point at around 450 over and over again all morning. So if we take a look at, oops, here we go. If we take a look at this blue line is the pivot point for gold. This is the 5 minute, the 15, and the 30. Look at the 5 minute. Test the pivot point, push up. Test the pivot point, push up. Tested the pivot point and pushed up again. That pivot point for now is holding right here on Goldilocks. Ugh. Playing the range, man. It's just annoying. Annoying with Goldilocks. Ugh. Goldilocks is see profit, take profit today. All right, back to MNQ. All right, we're about to break. So let me see. We start move. Ooh, we technically did. No, we didn't break. All right, stop gets moved below that wick. And breakout mode. Gold. What is gold doing? All right, back down. That's good as long as it rejects at the 20 for the downside. There could be some life to that short. Let's take a look at MNQ. All right, MNQ needs to take off now. Where is the score? So the profit is right here. You got 15 micros. Right where my cursor's at, 15 micros. And you're at $600 in the green. This is the profit on this trade. All right, Freddie, bad news. Gold is just chopping. That's all it's doing. Gold is just plain dirty today. Dirty. All right, NQ. Just getting hopes up here, too. Trying a boring grind up. Yeah, you're clean with risk here, Nico. I mean, if it fails, very minimal risk at this point. It's just NQ not behaving. Gold has a nasty 15-minute green candle right now. All right, here you go. Here you go, Freddie. And they hold that flush, though. They wicked it back up. NQ, Nico, NQ trying to grind us out. It's not trying, it's grinding us out. It's been grinding us out. Look at that grind, man. Jeez. Freddie. Well, you're right. The Venezuela oil should push us down. But it's not. Well, actually, crude should be going down, right? Hold on. Let's take a look at crude. Yeah, crude should be going down with the whole Venezuela thing. Gold should be going up. But who knows? All right, back to my charts. NQ at the bottom of the channel again. Staying alive in that boring grind to the upside, but it is playing to the upside nonetheless. For my accounts and my trades, I locked it in pretty early in the morning, right at the open or after the open. And I'm not playing the grind on NQ. I'm watching the gold chop, but I'm flat. I'm leaving this alone. Freddie, so you want to close your short? That's fine. We don't have to let it ride all the way to your stop. If you want to close it here, that's fine. Okay. Direction changes. No big deal. We can change. I wish I could help. I just don't see anything on gold right now. Other than chop, I don't see what gold is doing. NQ, at least we know we're just grinding up for now. It's getting tighter and tighter though. Hopefully it's not a flush to the downside. Nico grind. All right, Freddie, just let me know if you want to close it. Like I said, we don't have to ride the stop. Let's see what Heikinashi on the 5-minute is saying. Heikinashi 5 minutes are range. What about the 2-minute? Two-minute Heikinashi dojis. Which way will it go? Which way will it go? All right, NQ starting to break down. Just not. If we take a look at my chart, NQ now at the bottom of this channel, the ascending channel we've been talking about all morning. Are they finally going to flush it or use it as a bounce right back up? Ooh. All right. All right, NQ breaking out of that channel with force now. May stop out the house account, but house account has minimal risk on that trade. Stopped out. Nasty NQ. Nasty NQ. All right, so house account not doing so well today. Taking some red across the board. The market's just been very choppy. No true direction. And it is what it is. Let's take a look at gold trade. Currently in a short. Nico, it's just one of those days, man. Just one of those days that frustrating trading day for sure. All right. House account is currently in a short on gold. Freddie, like I said, we don't have to ride the stop. If you feel like it's changing direction, I can close it. You're 50-50. Yeah, I get it. You're right. You're right to be 50-50. You're right in the middle of the range. So I don't blame you for being 50-50. Question is, which way will it go for gold? I just I don't even know what to think on gold at this point with all that chop. NQ. All right, Freddie wants to close and go long here. All right, 1, 2, 1. All right, you're in with one contract then on a long on gold, the middle of the range. For now, I'm putting on one mini only because we do have some drawdown here. Nico, community trade for gold. Freddie, I think, just hopped on a, yeah, one mini long on gold. And NQ, what did NQ do? Bounce right back up? It did. NQ stopped the house account out and now potentially Kushal learning based on fractal, it should go up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know with gold. I'm staying out. There is a move coming. I'll agree with you guys. It's getting tight. Uh-oh. Let's add. What? Whoa. All right. Hopefully this is the one. Hopefully this is the one. Let's be optimistic here. 3-point stop. All right. You're keeping it tight. I like that. Come on, gold. Just break out. NQ took off. Yeah, it stopped everybody out, and boom. It was just a nasty grind. Even if I look at my chart, that flush right below the channel and stopped everybody out playing that and right back up. Potentially now the move above that Pivot point. Yeah, today's I'm staying out. I'm watching you guys. This PA is nasty. And not just nasty on NQ, even gold. All right. Gold breaking hearts today. Freddie, you want to flip again? All right, I'll close, but I think we'll call it there. You tell me if you want to close the trade, but I think at this point, let's call it a day with the drawdown. I can close here, but it'll be the last trade. I'm gonna go have breakfast. So, Freddie, I'll let you decide if you want to close the trade, but we'll call that the last trade of the day on the house account for today. Sometimes it's just best to walk away and take the red. NQ, oh man, NQ and gold pumping. Well, NQ and gold pumping. All right, there you go. Look at that. I'm watching it here on my chart. We're coming to that pivot point right there at 701. Little rejection there. Now the question is, that's going to be a clean break above that pivot point. Smooth gliding. All right, let's go back to the house account. Freddie, what do you got here? 2 contracts, top of the range. Well, aren't you happy that I didn't close you and reversed you, huh? Yeah, let's trail this. Let's be smart, guys. Let's trail it. Let's grab some green. I'm going to be aggressive on that trail too. Let's this wick right there. Once this candle closes, we'll use this bottom wick. How much time do we have on that? We have 20 seconds on that candle. And we'll move the stop right below this. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, top of the range. So far, gold has shown nothing but range. All right, candles closed. Freddie, I think you should drop one, take the profit, and leave your runner. Although, I don't know what to say. I wish I knew. But aren't you glad I didn't close you and shorted that? I would say you got 2 contracts. You're $1,600 in the green. Take the profit on one and ride the other one with a tight stop. But it's your trade, brother. Ready? We need you to speak up. Let's close one. Let's take one. I know you want to recover it all in one shot, but let's take one and let's trail the last green right there. That's your breakout area. Let's wait for this 1 minute close. We got 2 wicks here. Let's see what happens there. Once this 1 minute closes, we'll use this as the stop. How much time you got? You got 10 seconds on that? Looks like it's struggling there. And so far, all we've seen is chop. So there's no reason to think that all of a sudden we're just going to take off to the moon. I mean, it could, but. All right, we got a new candle. Let's trail it. Oh, right there. That would have been a close. All right. All right, guys. Good trade there. Recovered half of the loss. Now back down to 1900 in the red. So, hey, let's take the red day on the house account. Call it a day. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Nico Preddy taking trades on the house account. Nicely done. And NQ and gold. I mean, look at this. Even on that push up, Nico hit the pivot point, that blue line, and right back down to the bottom of that channel. It's been chopping, grinding up, but chop for sure. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I locked it in on my accounts early, right at the open. Today's price action, gold and NQ, pretty nasty. But today was one of those see profit, take profit, or manage risk pretty tightly. What are you going to do? It happens. All right, guys. Preddy, good stuff. Nico, good stuff. Who else is here? Kushal Learning. Jesse, if you're still around, have a good one. Beryllium Jesse, yep, you're still there. Good stuff. Hey, you guys brought down the red significantly on the chat account. So tomorrow will be another day. Today was just choppy as hell. Even if we look at that gold trade right now, it's hovering up there. All we've seen so far is chop. There's no reason why that gold is not going to come right back down. Mr. Structure, have a good one, brother. Sorry to hear about what you're going through, but hey, man, hope for a quick recovery with everything you got going on. Oh, yeah, gold right back down. Look at that. All right, guys, I'll see you guys tonight if you're trading Asia. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good one.